In the world of professional tennis, every journey has its hurdles. For Janice Tjen, the path to becoming Indonesia's newest WTA star was far from easy. She faced financial challenges that made it almost impossible to pursue tennis professionally right after her university years. Many young athletes struggle with this reality, and Janice was no exception. The cost of traveling, coaching, equipment, and tournament entry fees can overwhelm even the most talented players. For a time, her dreams had to be channeled through university tournaments, where the stakes were lower, but the experience invaluable. Yet, Janice's passion for tennis never wavered. Each match, each training session, and every long hour on the court only fueled her determination. Indonesia, a nation with a rich but quiet history in tennis, has been waiting for a player capable of making waves on the global stage. After years of struggling to maintain a presence on the WTA Tour, the country now has a singles player firmly in the top 100 again. Janice Tjen, ranked number 53 as of early November 2025, is that player. Her rise marks a historic moment for Indonesian tennis, and it is a testament to her dedication, talent, and resilience. Janice's journey took a significant turn in 2024 after graduating from Pepperdine University in the United States. She began the year ranked 578 in the WTA, climbing steadily to 413 by the end of the year. Those numbers may seem modest in the grand scale of professional tennis, but for a young player navigating the financial and logistical hurdles of entering the pro circuit, it was a promising start. By 2025, her career had accelerated in ways that few expected, with both her game and confidence reaching new heights. Financially, Janice's 2025 season has been transformative. She has accumulated total prize money of $329,432, which translates to approximately IDR 5.4 billion at an exchange rate of 16,500 IDR/USD. To put that into perspective, from 2022 to 2024, her earnings amounted to only about $25,189, roughly IDR 415 million. The leap in earnings reflects not just her improving results, but her transition into higher-tier tournaments, where prize money is more substantial and the competition stiffer. One of the key moments in her breakthrough year was sweeping the Janan Open in India, a WTA 250 event. There, Janice collected $36,300 in singles prize money and an additional $6,600 in doubles, totaling $42,900, roughly IDR 700 million. This marked the second-largest paycheck of her career. Her biggest prize to date came at the US Open, where she reached the second round before falling to Emma Raducanu of the UK, earning $154,000, around IDR 2.5 billion. Until then, Janice's experience in ITF tournaments had offered limited financial reward, with prize money rarely exceeding $10,000. The US Open was a turning point in many ways. It wasn't just about the money. It was about entering the main draw of a Grand Slam, proving that she belonged at the top tier of the sport. Her preparation, focus, and strategic game plan were evident as she fought through 3 rounds of qualifying to reach the main stage. Her performance, even in defeat, was a statement. Janice Tjen was a serious contender in women's tennis. After the US Open, Janice continued to build momentum. She competed in both singles and doubles at the SP Open in Sao Paulo, Brazil, reaching the singles final and the doubles semifinals alongside American partner Anna Rodgers. These results added to her growing prize earnings and helped build her confidence as a player capable of competing across different surfaces and formats. Asia became another proving ground for Janice. In China, she successfully advanced through 2 rounds of qualifying at the WTA 1000 China Open, but was eliminated in the first round of the main draw. Nevertheless, every match contributed to her experience and ranking points, critical for securing entry in a higher-tier tournaments. At the WTA 125 Suzhou tournament, she again navigated through qualifying. While she fell in the first round of singles, she triumphed in doubles with senior partner Aldila Susiati, forming a partnership almost at the last minute. Perhaps her most historic moment of the year came at the Janan Open 125. Janice won the singles trophy, securing the first WTA singles title for Indonesia in 23 years. The last Indonesian to win a WTA title was Angelique Wijaya at the PTT Pattaya Open. This victory was not just personal. It signaled Indonesia's return to prominence on the global tennis stage. The Janan Open final was a grueling test of endurance and skill, yet Janice displayed remarkable poise, determination, and mental toughness, holding off tough opponents despite fatigue from prior long matches. Although she later lost in the first round of qualifying at a WTA 250 event in Guangzhou, she claimed the doubles title alongside Poland's Katarzyna Pajder, marking her second trophy at a higher category. These achievements are milestones not just for Janice, but for Indonesian tennis as a whole, highlighting the country's reemergence in women's professional tennis. When discussing prize money and career earnings, Janice is now entering a realm previously dominated by Indonesian legends. Yayak Basuki, for example, holds the record with $665,152 in career earnings, earning her place in the $1 million club before 2000. Angelique Wijaya earned $533,000 in her brief career, while doubles specialist Aldila Susiati amassed around $971,000. If Janice maintains her current trajectory, breaking the $1 million mark is entirely achievable. The financial demands of professional tennis are enormous. The WTA Tour runs almost year-round, spanning 11 months, which means continuous travel, coaching, and preparation costs. To sustain a career at the top, sponsorships and external support are vital. Janice is currently backed by BCA, a start that will likely expand as her ranking and visibility rise. Unlike earlier Indonesian players, such as Yayak Basuki, who had support from local businessman Abu Rizal Bakri, Janice benefits from competing in an era where men's and women's prize money is equal, adding further incentive to her professional growth. Janice's career strategy also demonstrates wisdom beyond her years. By carefully selecting tournaments, balancing singles and doubles, and targeting events with higher ranking points and prize money, she maximizes both her earnings and competitive opportunities. The contrast with other young Southeast Asian players is stark. Alexandra Ila from the Philippines, for example, often exits tournaments early but still nearly reaches $1 million in earnings over 2 years. Janice, however, has leveraged every opportunity to play in main draws, particularly in Grand Slams, where winning even a single match can significantly impact earnings and ranking. Her accomplishments in 2025 are remarkable. 2 WTA 250 singles titles, a WTA 125 singles title, and 2 doubles trophies. For a player so new to the professional circuit, these achievements are extraordinary. In recent years, Indonesian representation on the WTA Tour has been sparse, largely limited to Aldila Susiati. Janice's success could inspire a new generation of Indonesian tennis players, showing that it is possible to achieve financial independence, global recognition, and personal fulfillment through the sport. Beyond money and rankings, the story of Janice Tjen is also about personal growth and resilience. Tennis is a sport that demands physical, mental, and emotional endurance. The pressures are immense, from the expectations of a nation to the scrutiny of global media. Young players can be susceptible to burnout or mental health challenges, particularly when suddenly thrust into the spotlight. Janice's journey demonstrates how discipline, focus, and a balanced mindset are critical for long-term success. Her rise is also a reminder of the global opportunities modern tennis offers. In decades past, players like Yayak Basuki faced smaller prize pools, particularly in women's tennis, compared to men. Today, Janice competes in a more equitable environment, where success can yield financial security and sponsorship deals that rival those of men. Players such as Venus and Serena Williams, Martina Hingis, Maria Sharapova, Iga Swiatek, Emma Raducanu, and Coco Gauff exemplify what is possible when talent, hard work, and opportunity intersect, and Janice is on a path to join that elite group. As she continues her career, key factors will be maintaining her physical health and mental stability. The WTA Tour is unforgiving, and sustaining peak performance while managing injuries, fatigue, and psychological pressure is challenging. In 2025, the competitive landscape is wide open, with no singular dominant player akin to the likes of Steffi Graf, Martina Navratilova, or Serena Williams. This dynamic presents both opportunity and risk, requiring Janice to navigate her matches with intelligence, preparation, and resilience. Janice Tjen's story is also a beacon of inspiration. Her success shows that talent combined with strategic planning, discipline, and support can break through historical barriers. For young Indonesian athletes, she represents proof that a career in tennis is viable, lucrative, and globally respected. With careful management, smart sponsorships, and continued performance in key tournaments, Janice could not only surpass the prize money records of previous Indonesian greats, but also solidify her place in the global tennis elite. Her 2025 achievements, culminating in a top 60 WTA ranking, multiple WTA titles, and significant prize money, signal that Indonesia has once again produced a world-class tennis talent. Janice Tjen's journey demonstrates that even in the face of financial struggles and limited early opportunities, dedication and skill can triumph. She is no longer just a promising young player. She's a trailblazer for her country and a rising force on the international tennis stage. Looking forward, the focus will be on consolidating her ranking, performing consistently in WTA 501,000 events, and building her doubles partnership strategically. With her talent, determination, and growing experience, Janice Tjen has the potential not only to inspire future generations, but to become a global tennis icon, a player who brings pride to Indonesia and commands respect worldwide. Every tournament she enters, every match she plays, adds a new chapter to her remarkable story. From university courts to Grand Slam main draws, from ITF competitions to WTA finals, Janice has shown that perseverance, talent, and a passion for tennis can overcome the toughest obstacles. Her journey is far from over, and for Indonesian tennis fans, 2025 has already become a year to remember. Janice Tjen has not just reached the top 100. She has reignited a nation's hope, proving that hard work, resilience, and strategic planning can turn dreams into reality. The narrative of Janice Tjen is not merely about tennis. It is about breaking barriers, defying odds, and showing that with vision, determination, and the right support, young athletes from countries with less historical prominence in global tennis can reach the highest echelons of the sport. As she continues to climb the rankings, claim titles, and grow her earnings, Janice Tjen embodies the very essence of what it means to be a modern professional athlete: talented, strategic, disciplined, and inspirational.